Right, question 15 is about scatter graph. A festival took place over 7 days in August. Each day, the number of people at the festival and the amount of money taken by the ice cream sellers were recorded. The table below shows the results. So on the first day, 5,500 people went, and the ice cream seller made £280, and that's the amount he took off the people. Second day, 6,000, ice cream seller took £400. Third day, 5,600 people attended, and the ice cream seller took £280. Right, first thing you need to do with these graphs is work out what the scale is. Going across is 200 represents 10. So 200 represents 10 squares. So 200 divided by 10 is 20. So every square going across is going to be 20. All right? So going up, 50 represents 10. So halfway between 50 would be 25. So this one would be 225. And then because 5 goes into 25 5 times, every square going up is going to be 5. So going up is going up in 5s and going across in 20s. So right, let's plot the points. Across 5,500, so if that's 5,400, 5,500 will be in the middle, up 280. So you've got 250, 275 in the middle, 280. The next point, across 6,000, up 400. So 6,000 up to 400, put across in. 5,600 up 280 again. So 275, 280. Up across 5,200, up 210. So 200, 205, 210. 5,800, 320. So 300, 305, 310, 315, 320. 6,400 up 420. 6,200 up 410. Right. Write down the type of correlation that is shown by a scatter diagram. Right. Correlation. If there's an upward trend, if the pattern is going upwards, it's called positive correlation. So as you can see, the dots are generally going upwards. So that one is called positive. If there was no pattern at all and they're completely all over the place, all right, it is called negative. It's called no correlation. And if they are going down like this, where it's more of a downwards pattern, that's called negative correlation. Draw by eye a line of best fit on your diagram. The line of best fit needs to go through your points. So when you're looking at that, you've got 7 points, and it doesn't have to start at 0, but you're looking, so it's just a line that roughly goes through the middle of your points. You've roughly got as many points as you can on your line, and a similar number above and beyond. So I would say that would be the line of best fit for that one. Okay. Estimate the amount of money, part D says, estimate the amount of money that may have been taken by ice cream sellers during one day which had 6,100 people. So 6,100 people is between 6,000 and 6,200. So it'd be here. So what you need to do now is go up to your line. So with a ruler, draw up until it meets your line of best fit. Come across, and when you come in across, it'd be whatever the answer is there. So 350, 375 for mine is between 380 and 385. It's almost on the 385 line. So I'm going to say it's £385. Right, and part D says, explain why it is not possible to work out how much a typical ice cream costs at the festival. Lots of reasons there, because we don't know how many people are buying ice creams. All we know is the number of people attending the place. So we don't actually know how many ice creams they've sold. So to work out how much each ice cream costs, we need to know how many people have bought an ice cream. But we don't know. Just because there's 5,500 people there on one day, it doesn't mean all of them have bought an ice cream. Perhaps only 100 have bought them. We honestly don't know. So the answer to part E would be, because we don't know how many people have bought ice creams, we only know the number of people that have attended the event. Right, question 16. The area of a trapezium is equal to the area of the right angled triangle. So they're talking about area. Okay, you should know the formula for area of a trapezium, and you should know the formula for area of a triangle. Alright, at the very front of the paper, it gives you the formula for area of a trapezium. Half the sum of the parallel sides, so half of A add B, alright, times the perpendicular height. Okay, so we're working out the formula for a trapezium is half of A add B times the height. A, if you remember from the front, is the number on top. So for this question, A is 6, B is 10, H is 5. So you're half in, always work out what's inside the bracket first. So 6 add 10 is 16, and then you're saying half of 16 times the height. So half of 16 is 8, and then 8 times 5 is 40 centimeters squared. So that means, because the area of the trapezium is the same as the area of the triangle, the area of that triangle has got to be 40 centimeters squared. You should remember the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So what we've got to do now is find this base. And because the answer is 40, base times height divided by 2 is 40. Something times the height divided by 2 is 40. Right, the height is 10, so we're looking at something times 10 divided by 2 is 40. So something times 10. So because you've got to divide it by 2, the opposite of divided by 2 is times 2. So 40 times 2 is 80. So you're saying something times 10 is 80. And then the opposite of times 10 is divide by 10. So 80 divided by 10 is 8. Or you could have said 8 tens are 80. 8 divided by 2 is 40. So the answer for that one is going to be x equals 8 centimeters. Alright, next question, a little bit of a tricky one involving pie charts. Alright, the pie chart shows the proportion of boys to girls in Class A and Class B. Right, so there are more pupils in Class B than Class A. That's one important point. There are 4 boys in Class A. So if there's 4 boys in Class A, if you're looking at that, if I split the girls up, because that's a quarter of a pie chart, if I split the girls one up into quarters as well, every little quarter is going to be 4. So if that's 4, the bottom left one is going to be 4, and the top left one is going to be 4. So that means there's going to be 12 girls in Class A. That's the first bit it tells me. It now tells me there are 1.5 times as many girls in B than A. So there's 1.5 times 12 girls in Class B. What that means is 1 times 12 is 12. Half of 12 is 6. So that means 1.5 times 12 is going to be 12 add 6, which is going to be 18 girls in Class B. And we've almost finished now. So this section here covers 18. So going to the diagram, that is 18. If you look carefully, the diagram has been split into 3 this time. Alright? And that means if 18 represents 2/3 of it, the boy is going to be 1/3 of it. So if you're looking in terms of a diagram, this section's 9, this section's 9, and that section's 9. So overall, there are 9 boys in Class B, because it's half as many boys as girls, because that's 1/3 and that's 2/3. So there are 9 boys in Class B. It's a bit of thinking in that question. We get into the really hard, more thinking questions now.